Yo, what's up, Team Sigva? It's Patrick, and this guy's Fate of the Gods. On screen right now is the quest requirement, skill requirements, and item requirements. You don't actually have to bring all these items, just bring whatever you typically use for combat, and you can use any combat style you want. However, I would highly recommend you use super restore potions or stat boosting potions because there's something that you fight later that will lower your stats. Also, be sure to have extra supplies in your bank because you might need to get more later. To start the quest, go to a place marked here on this map. The easiest way to get there would be to use the Eagle's Peak lodestone and head directly south. When you get here, talk to a Xanadra and select the options run on screen. Turn your camera to face south so you can see the world gate, and then rotate the controls to the right until you get a symbol matching the one I put on screen. Rotate the controls to the left until you get a symbol matching the one I put on screen. Rotate the controls to the right until you get a symbol matching the one I put on screen. When you're done, talk to Slisky and select the chat option that says no, hide the truth. Do not enter the world gate yet. Let me explain what's about to happen. So, here's a map of the entire area on the other side of the gate. If you find the map too confusing, I'm actually going to show you a video clip of me running through this place right after. But let me explain the area first. You have to get from point 1 to point 7. The color shapes and lines represent obstacle that you're supposed to climb over or walk across or jump across, whatever, things like that. You occasionally be struck by things that deal quite a bit of damage as you're running through the area. You can hide under rock formations or underpasses to avoid the damage, but in my opinion, don't do that because it's a waste of time. You won't need your food for other things, but you can always go back and bank for more. When you're ready, enter the world gate and choose yes. If you want to use the map, you should hit the pause button right now. If you want to watch the video clip instead, just keep watching. Here is the video clip of me running through the area. If you're watching this as someone who used the map and already made it to the end, skip to 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Go north, investigate the door, and you have to solve 3 different door puzzles. This is different for everyone, so you have to solve it on your own. All you have to do is rotate the dials so that the symbol matches the other symbols on the dials that they're connected to. In case that was too confusing, just look at this image. This is the 3rd puzzle, by the way. The first 2 are a lot easier than this one, but look at everything I circled. The piece at the top is connected to the 2 pieces closest right below it. So I matched the smoke symbol for the first dial to the left, and I matched the blue star or dot for the dial to the right. The hardest part about this is you have to make sure all the pieces work together. All you're doing is rotating the dials so that the symbols match. There isn't really any tips to solving this. A lot of it is just experimenting until you actually get somewhere. After you solve the 3 puzzles, enter the opening to north. Now you have to fight these 4 things called Nihils. You're allowed to fight them individually, but I know there's a completionist cape requirement which requires you to fight all 4 of them at once, so I'll teach you how to do both. By the way, if you don't want the completionist cape requirement now, if you don't want to do it now, you can always come back after the quest and do it. So, anyways, there are 4 Nihils: Shadow, Ice, Smoke, and Blood. Shadow one uses range attacks. It has a special attack where it creates a circle around you and will deal rapid damage to you if you stand in it. The best way to avoid taking damage from this would be to simply hit it once, run away, and repeat. The Ice one uses magic attacks and can stun you for 6 seconds. Using the Freedom ability found under your defense abilities will free you from this. The Smoke one uses magic attacks and will lower your stats, but this isn't really a problem as long as you brought those super restores or stat boosting potions like I told you to in the beginning. The Blood one uses melee attacks, and if it glows, any damage you're supposed to deal will heal it instead, so just don't attack them. If you're fighting them individually, you can fight them in any order you want. If you're fighting all 4 of them at once, then I would highly recommend killing them in this order: Shadow, Ice, Smoke, then Blood. I put them in order from most threatening to least threatening. To start, stand in the middle of the room on top of the Zaro symbol to start a fight. You have to wait for them to appear and attack them first. If you're trying to do all 4 at once, make sure they're all attacking you before you actually kill one. After killing all 4, enter doorway to north. Attempt to descend the ledge to northeast and select the options run on screen. Okay, so don't do anything yet, and let me explain what you have to do next. So you're going to have to fight off a bunch of Muspahs until the bar at the top reaches 0%. The Muspahs don't really do anything special, and you have to fight 3 different kinds. Each one has a different combat style, so you want to use protection prayers. You have to adjust it based on the ones you're fighting. The special one is this big guy in the background who occasionally deal a lot of damage to you and stun you. I would highly recommend using the Freedom and Anticipation ability. They're both defense abilities. Anticipation prevents stuns if activated beforehand, and Freedom frees you from stuns that already happened. You can't do anything about the damage, but for the stuns, you can tell when it's about to happen when you see it clench its hands. So when you see it clench its hands, use Anticipation. If Anticipation is still on cooldown, then activate Freedom immediately after getting stunned. This is important because if you're stunned, you can't heal, and everything here hits pretty hard. When the bar reaches 0%, the Muspahs won't stop coming, so what you have to do is immediately descend down a ledge once again when it hits 0%. So whenever you're ready, attempt to descend down a ledge in the northeast corner, and the wave of Muspahs will start. When you get down here, the first thing you'll see is something called the Measure and some Wisps. You know, those divination things that you gather energy and memories from. You need to gather 250 Ma energy, and you can convert your memory to energy using a thing in the middle. The thing is, you cannot harvest from a wisp unless it goes near the measure, so if you need more wisp, pick up the measure and run around the area looking for them, and when you do find them, you have to put the measure down really close to it. If you would like more inventory space, you don't need to fight anything else, so you can drop your combat supplies if you want to. When you finally get 250 Ma energy, choose to weave it, and you get 3 chat options. Option 1, the dark one, will help Zaros, and option 2, the light one, will hinder him, so take your pick, it's up to you. Then exit the rock face to the west, and choose the chat option that says yes. Talk to Zaros, and choose whatever chat option you want. After talking to Zaros, enter the world gate. Talk to Azanadra, say I'm ready. You can choose anything for a second set of options you'll get later. Anyways, after all this talking's over, that'll be in the quest. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you later. Peace.